Hey everybody, it's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to my channel today. This video is called 10 Reasons Why We Might Not Be Cruising in 2021. Even if the no sail order is cleared and the cruise lines are back at it, we might not be able to go. There are 10 reasons that we may have not thought of before that are now coming up, and we'll go over them one by one. Thank you everybody out there for subscribing to this channel, giving my videos thumbs ups, and joining me on my Facebook group page. I am not being paid by YouTube these days for any of the ads that you are getting. There's a glitch in the system since September now. This is the third month. Thank you, all of you out there who are helping me survive on YouTube by making a PayPal donation. Link is down below. Also, those of you joining this channel as sponsor members, way to go, you guys. 33 cents a day gets you into the club. We do 2 live shows a week just for sponsor members. Please consider becoming a member of that club. Now, going forward with cruising, oh man, have things ever changed in the last year? And it's just so uncertain out there as to what is going to happen. There are now new things we have to think about, whether or not we can even take a cruise going forward. And I've got 10 things here that we really haven't had to think about all that much before that might prevent us from taking a cruise in 2021, 2022. Here is number 1. The first thing that might stop us dead in our tracks is our age. It could well be that the cruise lines, along with the CDC, will just come out with a blanket age and say anyone over that age can't go, no matter what. I hope it won't happen, but there were a lot of rumors last year that 70 and older can't go anymore. 75 and older, I don't know. We'll find out if that really is going to happen or not, but we've never had to think about this one before. How about pre-existing conditions? Yes, if you've got diabetes, you can't go cruising, or if you have high blood pressure, or if you're on certain kind of medications. It could be that we may have to have mandatory travel and medical insurance, and we don't qualify for that insurance under certain pre-existing conditions. This can really foul things up. The third one, your state of residence. Where do you live? Do you live in New York City here? Are you from Seattle? There might be places that cruise lines and the CDC from time to time will say, if you're from certain areas of the country where the virus is out of control, or if state governors have got loosey-goosey regulations, you can't come down here. You can't come down to Florida and get on a cruise ship. We're not going to let you on. It could be number 4, your country of residence. It might well be that if you're from the UK and you live in Gibraltar, or you live in Spain or France or Canada or Mexico, could be that the country of residence that you're from will bar you from being able to come into the USA and get on a cruise ship. There are all kinds of things to consider that we haven't had to worry about in the past, and it's just getting longer. The list is really getting longer. No insurance, it's too expensive. You have to have insurance, mandatory. Otherwise, you can't get on the ship. You have to prove to the CDC and the cruise lines that you're covered for all kinds of evacuation insurance, quarantine coverage, COVID hospitalization coverage. I have had viewers tell me that they know a direct relative of theirs who was in the hospital for just 1 week for COVID treatment. $100,000 bill from the hospital. Folks, if you haven't got travel medical insurance, you don't want to leave the house. This could be a killer for all of us. Too expensive to get the insurance, and we can't go on a trip. Number 6, the cruise lines could be raising prices to the point where it's just too darn expensive for us to consider a cruise. Keep in mind that these gigantic operators of these cruise lines have not been sailing with a paying customer for almost 9 months. It's going to be almost a year by the time we get back at it sometime in 2021. These cruise lines have had to borrow billions and billions of dollars to stay alive, and now they got to pay back their bankers, and it could well be that $450 1-week cruise that we used to see advertising for might still be, $5.99, but by the time you get all the add-ons figured out, you're at $1,200 to $1,400 for a 1-week cruise. plus all the new health protocols, wearing a mask on board, social distancing, getting tested before the cruise, at embarkation, on the cruise itself, it could be very inconvenient and very expensive, and that might turn a lot of us off and or price us out of the market. Here's another one: false negative testing. We get tested and it says we're negative. We get tested a couple days later, it says we're positive. We get tested again, it says we're negative. We're getting these false positive, false negative results too often from various places, and this could literally knock us off of a cruise. You leave your home with a test result that says you're negative. You get to the port and you get tested right at embarkation, and you test positive. And a day later, you get tested. The cruise left without you. You get tested again, and you're negative. You lost your cruise because of a false result. This could be a nightmare that really entraps a lot of people. And of course, you are healthy as can be. You have no symptoms. You tested negative. You now test positive. You're banned from a ship, and there's no appeal. Now what do you do? It's not good. You might be booked on a ship, but by the time a month or so comes before your cruise starts, you get that dreaded email that says, "Oh, sorry, due to COVID restrictions with regards to how many passengers can be on a ship at a time, we've had to cancel your cruise. You've lost your cabin because we've been restricted to how many cabins we can sell. And unfortunately, your cabin was one of the cabins that was deemed to be has to stay empty. We can't put you in there, or we're overbooked, and we've got to drop you." You might get those kinds of emails weeks, days, or months before your expected cruise, and that might kick you off a cruise that you've been dreaming about for a long, long time. Not a good thing to have happen. New virus outbreaks in home port. All right, so you're going to take a cruise out of Miami or Port Canaveral or Tampa or New York, and the week that you're getting ready to go, just before you're getting ready to go there to catch your ship, there's a massive outbreak of the virus, a centralized outbreak, and the cruise gets canceled. The cruise line just out and out is going to drop off passengers from the last cruise, and then the ship's going to go back out to sea. It's going to go into a deep cleaning, and they're taking a week off, and that's the week you were supposed to be on the cruise. This could be happening with great frequency in 2021, depending on the outbreaks in home ports. This could be really, really inconvenient. And the other one is the last one, number 10. You are getting ready to go on your cruise on Sunday, and you find out on the previous Wednesday, Thursday, that a whole bunch of people on the ship you're gonna go on are testing positive for the virus. They're all ill. There's a whole bunch of people ill. The ship is coming into port, and the CDC is waiting. Ambulances are waiting. Quarantine isolation centers are being set up. All kinds of people are being traced, and the ship is being evacuated with all kinds of passengers that are carrying the virus, but they don't seem ill. Doesn't matter. Your cruise just got canceled. The cruise line just came out to say, "Sorry, folks, because of all of the breakouts we've had to put the ship into a deep cleaning. We're taking it out of service for a full week, and you can't go on the cruise, and you're stranded." Either you flew into Miami a week early or Orlando to catch your trip out of Port Canaveral, and there's no cruise ship to go on. It could happen. There are 10 things that could foul up our cruise. We'll see if any of them come true. Let's hope not. Thanks again for subscribing to this channel and supporting me on PayPal. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Bye for now.